The account in the Gospels of the raising from the dead of the son of the widow of Nain is well known. It's one of those small number of raisings from the dead that Jesus performs. Of course, the most spectacular is the raising from the dead of Lazarus. And I should read that entire vision at some point because it is quite remarkable. But here I'm going to read the vision of the raising of the son of the widow of Nain, because that shows God's providence, how it operates. Jesus was not going looking for this encounter, and also it gives you a sense of how much Jesus loves his own mother and how he therefore responds to bereaved mothers of other people. This is chapter 189 of the Poem of the Man God, and it's in the second volume of the 5-volume hardback series, and it's given to Maria Valtorta on the 14th of June 1945. And just to give it some context, this is after Jesus has gone to Endor, the famous Old Testament place where Saul foolishly got a necromancer to raise the spirit of Samuel, the prophet, from the dead. Bring it from the dead, I should say, to be clear. And which proved the ruin of Saul. And it's also after where Jesus encounters a man called Felix, whom he renames John of Endor, who's not mentioned in the Gospels, but whose personality, as described in here, is extremely instructive for us, as I've mentioned in another video. So they've now left that area and we're in the region of Nain. Nain must have been a town of some importance in the days of Jesus. It is not a large town, but is well built, surrounded by its walls, lying on a low, pleasant hill, an offshoot of the Little Hermon, commanding a very fertile plain which stretches towards the northeast. One arrives here coming from Endor after crossing a little river, which flows into the Jordan. But neither the Jordan nor its valley can be seen any longer, because they are concealed by hills which form an arch shape like a question mark in the east. Just a momentary pause there. You see in the description of the geography of a place, this is so much like Maria Valtorta is actually seeing the scene, and she's describing what she can't see because of the topography, as well as what she can see. And it lends authenticity to these visions, because this kind of approach is repeated again and again, and nobody's ever suggested that she gets geographical locations wrong or topography wrong. Jesus follows a main road which links the lake region to the Hermon and its villages. Many inhabitants of Endor walk behind him, talking to one another animatedly. Only a short distance separates the group of the apostles from the walls, about 200 yards at most. And as the main road runs straight to one of the town gates, which is wide open because it is broad daylight, it is possible to see what is happening in the inner side of the walls. Thus Jesus, who is speaking to the apostles and the new convert, sees a funeral coming towards them with a great noise of weepers and similar Eastern displays. Just pausing there, the reference to the new convert is the John of Endor that I mentioned, who encounters Jesus in the previous chapter when they're at Endor.